big, Fortune 400, 500 companies, okay? That Mid-Ocean has come aboard with us to do that. And that's why Legal Shield, okay? Along with that, as I mentioned, that in the surveys that were done, that were sent out there to literally, tens of thousands of people, they would buy this product but don't even know a product like this exists. In other words, basically stating if there was a product out there that could do this and this and this, would you buy it? 6 out of 10 on the survey said they would buy it immediately. But don't believe there's a company that provides it. Nobody knows who we are. Okay? We're the best hidden secret. We're like that little resort somewhere in some island that nobody's been to yet. Okay? And that's exactly who we are. And that's why I'm so excited and more motivated to be in front of you today. Now, I've got, I live a very comfortable lifestyle, trust me, okay? And the fact of the matter is, I'm more motivated now than I was when I got into this business a number of years ago. Now, you can't find that in the world of business today. Most people, after about 2 or 3 years, what they're doing, they want out. All right? Every day is a new venture for me. And every time that I get on a plane, here's what's exciting. In the 19 years that I've been on a plane, I've never sat beside anybody yet that's on our membership. But you know what? They all have what? Medical coverage, automobile coverage, homeowners policies, all those different things. They don't even know we exist yet. So if you realize today, we've been around for 40 years, nobody knows who we are. And that's why Mid-Ocean today, Rip Mason and Ellen Fernley, who basically helped develop and develop major operations throughout the world today. This industry is so huge they can't even put a number on it. And so get ready, okay, is what it comes down to. An explosion is about to happen, and you're all going to be a great part of that, all right? So here's a couple things today that can be real helpful. Yeah, you should applaud yourself for being here today. Because, Sunday, I know a lot of you have given up your days with your family today. It's a weekend. I normally don't do a lot of meetings on Sunday, but today I wanted to come in and spend some time with you. This is a great standing room crowd, really, when you really get down to it, all right? I want to share some things that are important. Number one, I mentioned a few minutes ago about the thing that you're going to see a lot, and you can continuously see a lot about, and that's the wheel of opportunity. And I want to just spend a few minutes on it, not to bore any of you that already know a lot about this. This is kind of a bad-looking wheel, but it'll be all right, And if you look at wheels, okay, all wheels have spokes. Would you all agree? That's how they support each other. Now, I want to give you a little idea of when we started back in, can you all see that without me being in the picture? You can. We started with our family plan, okay? This is what I introduced to you today. Our family plan, our $26 comprehensive program. This is basically our what we call our McDonald's hamburger. But as you all know today, McDonald's hamburgers, McDonald's got a bigger menu. Would you agree? They have a bigger menu because the public demanded it. Now we got fish, now we got chicken, now we got salads, now we got coffee, now we got everything that you can possibly think of. Because why? Because the market demanded it. Now, had McDonald's not developed into that process, they may not be in business today. Okay? But they were smart enough to recognize what the population wanted. Well, they didn't know that when they first came out with burgers. They probably thought, we're never going to have anything else but this. This is great, we're wonderful, we're growing with this. Well, as we grew and started with our family plan, we started recognizing that other markets were emerging because of demands for those market areas. Because the legal system affects everything that we do every single day of our life, okay? There's nothing you don't do today that doesn't have something to do legally, okay? All right? So we then eventually, came out with what? Our group division, all right? Our group division. And, Doug Roberts over here, Doug's one of the best at it, and we've got a tremendous amount of people in this room. And we recognize, as I mentioned during the presentation, that the reason this came out, the group division, is because of the demand of the marketplace. Statistics and information were surfacing that weren't here before. All right? That 70% of the time employees are missing. Why they're missing? What's happening? What's that done? Now today, companies hire large firms to come in and say, hey, look, how do we keep our employees at work? All right? And that's why today this is going to become another market area that's emerging for us. So now the group arena, okay? Then after that, here comes CDL. Why CDL? The trucking industry was long ago experiencing problems. The average trucker out there that's driving a truck today is keeping our country growing. The fact of the matter is, they have a problem at 2 o'clock in the morning in some part of the country. They need access to attorneys. Too many tickets result in loss of job. Okay? So as a result of it, they need what? They need access to the legal system. We provide that through our CDL program, that we have. So here's another market, an emerging market area. Okay? Then obviously today, the small business arena. The small business arena. Big business, people want to go into business, supposedly going to be the backbone of our country. Would you agree? All the research and all the so-called analysts that we see on these networks talk about the backbone of America is a small business owner. But a small business owner, you know, and if any of you are small business owners, you ever bought a franchise or something, probably the last thing was ever mentioned to you was the legal ramifications. Yet this person today goes in and buys a pizza shop, right? They're all excited about this. Send the delivery boy out to deliver the pizza. Why is there? He insults the lady. All right? You know, at the front door taking the pizza. Next thing you know, the pizza shop is sued, isn't it? And now all of a sudden the pizza shop owner's dealing with something. They really, all you want to do is pepperoni and anchovies or whatever to go into business. Now he's got legal problems, okay, which is drowning the small business owner today. So do we have a product designed for that small business owner? Certainly we do. And it will help that small business owner in those circumstances and problems. Then obviously along as the wheel of our company started growing and rolling down the highway, identity theft came along. And identity theft really is a wheel all of its own, as all of you all know. You know, that by itself, it stands alone when we really get down to it. Because again, the problems in that area will never stop. It's a tsunami that will walk and rebuilt to stop it. Somebody said, well, I don't give out my Social Security number. Well, we don't need you. You don't give it out. It's already out there. Were you crazy? Huh? Think about it. It was out there when you were born. Some cab driver in New York has got it right now. And you say, well, I'm going to protect everything. Well, forget it. Your children's identity. So it's already done. It's over. The internet, all that's accomplished all that for you. So what do you got to do? You got to set up a defense now, don't you? The offense has already taken place. So what do? Now we added another private service. You know, then you get into children's identity theft, where you get into, ADRS, a Permanent Defense Response System, which is nothing more than a way of helping companies understand the legalities of what's going on with how to handle data and information. And that comes through the group trainings process side of it. So the point I'm trying to make is after 40 years, we've now completed the wheel of opportunity, which, by the way, touches 100% of the marketplace. You can, if anybody in this room today can tell me where this product doesn't fit, I'd like to know where it is, because I can't figure it out. See, I could not convince myself, after owning this membership and sitting back as a businessman, who wouldn't buy this? I mean, no matter how I said, well, I never use it in church. Well, that means you don't have a will. And if you did it on your own, that's stupid. Are you with me? You probably didn't even sign it in the right place. All right? So would you want to risk that pretty important document on your own? Well, I've never used it in church. Well, nobody uses things that are $400 an hour. But if they're $26 a month, you might want to use it. You might afford to use it. Am I right? Okay? So again, we touch 100% of the marketplace. Every single individual, no matter who you are, what you do, we touch it. Okay? How much have we touched at this point? Mid-Ocean disagrees with this. We say 2%, they say less. We got 98% to go. All right? 98% to go. And somebody said, when are you going to saturate this thing? Saturate it. The only thing that's been saturated lately is my phone. There is no way to saturate this. I don't know where people get this. Talk to their relatives. Well, this is going to be saturated. Well, don't you want to be part of the saturation? McDonald's doesn't saturate the entire burger industry. They've been around long. Good Lord, how long? See, I know I'm going to upset a few of you right now, especially you good Christians. But the reason, and which I happen to be one of them, ladies and gentlemen, it's never going to stop. You can never outgrow this because of sex. Now, this is training none of you probably have had recently. How many agree you ain't going to stop? And you're a duplicate process of it. Are you all with me?
Yes, sir.
We'll never keep up with the birth rate, is the point I'm trying to make, give you an example of. That's what's so exciting. Because today some of you have children, okay? You started off as what? As a family. Okay, mom and dad started off as a family. You fell under their umbrellas of medical and automobile. And then as the kids grew up, they flew out of the nest. Then they had children, all right? And all those children became what? Had medical, had automobile, am I right? And those children's 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 children will continue to do that. Would you all agree? Because of what? You can never saturate. That's the point I'm trying to make for each and every one of you today. So get excited about the future. Now, if this stops, you get a little worried. Do I got your attention? Sure you do. So I want everybody to understand. Now, what helps this wheel roll is recruiting. Recruiting. Somebody says, well, I'm not in this business to recruit. Don't recruit. It'll be accidental. And here's why. Because somebody's going to ask you what you do for a living, as people ask each day, and I have to tell them. And then when I tell them, somebody says, well, I might want to do that. What am I going to do? Tell them no? So I don't recruit anybody. Well, I didn't get my intention when I got into this business was not to recruit anybody. May not be your intention. We have people that simply go out and market and build businesses just by marketing the service and product. So as a result of that, that might not be your interest. But recruiting is simply a fact of basically having an opportunity, a plan A instead of a plan B. When the B's aren't working, somebody's going to be looking for an A. Not when the A's aren't working, looking for a B. That's crap. Okay, everybody's got it backwards. So again, we need to understand the process of recruiting. Now I'm going to give you a couple of things that will be helpful for you. I'm going to move fast. How do you recruit? Okay, there's 4 little things that I use and I teach everybody all over this country. Here's what they are. 4 little steps. By the way, nothing I will share with you today will be more than 4 steps. If it's more than 4, it's too complicated for me. Don't give me your manuals. I don't care about manuals. Okay, I just want to drive the car. You got a manual in your car today. Some of you don't even know where your battery is. You have no idea where your spare tire is. I found mine under my Tahoe one day because I dropped my wallet. I wasn't really looking for it when I bought the car. Are you all with me? If I needed it, I'd probably find it. Okay? But some people get in our business and go, well, I want to know where that tire is. Well, it's somewhere on the car. Don't worry. Somewhere they hid it, so you can't find it. But when you need it, it'll surface, and then you can go to the manual. Other than that, just drive the car. Okay, all right? Now, 4 things. Number 1, write this down. This is my secret of success in the business. Complementary is a very important word that I use every day of my life, and I operate every day of my life. Okay? As many of you have met me today, I get introduced with all these great accolades. Okay? But I'm just a guy that lives down the street, grew up in a little town. My house, I still own my father's house in Ohio. Has wool insulation in the wall. It was built in 1920. Okay? It was 1,200 square feet where my sister and I grew up. All right? Okay? I'm just the same guy down the street by you. Okay? All right? Somebody said, well, you make a lot of money. So what? I didn't make a lot of money one time. It took time to make a lot of money. Okay? To go into business. But here's one thing I found out. My mother was a very conscientious individual. She always opened up her house. She fed all the kids in the neighborhood. She's just a great lady, okay? And I miss her dearly. But the fact of the matter is she had a good heart, okay? And I learned from that be nice to people, okay? We're not nice enough to enough people, okay? Complimentary is a big factor, right? If you just say something nice to somebody today, it makes a big difference, okay? I love your hairdo, all right? Now, in your case, you guys over there, we just have to... All right, I love your hairdo. Are y'all with me? If you say something nice about a lady's hair, she'll wear that hairdo forever. Well, rots off her head, that hairdo will stay. Because you did what? You complimented her. Say something nice about something. Man, that's a great looking tie you got on. You wear that tie and it doesn't match your coat. Because it now becomes a different tie. It's a complimentary tie. All right, am I with you? Are you all with me? If you say something nice to somebody, it opens up their ears and their eyes to you. So when I get on the plane today, I have no other idea who's going to sit beside me. They're going to have a wonderful trip. And then I'll tell them when I get on, I said, man, this is your lucky day. They'll say, why is that? I said, you get to ride with me. So by the way, it's a great looking outfit you get on. All right? They'll go, thank you. I said, my name is Dave Savula, contact. Write down the word contact. Shake hands with people. My name's Dave Savula, what's your name? They give me their name. Okay? These things you do every day of your life, but you don't do enough of them, okay? And when you're building a business, it's just something very simple, okay? Third thing is build a friendship with people. How do you build friendships? How do you build friends with what you got now? How do you have friends today? It's because of your associations, because of the church.